Hi, welcome back to Hooking Is a Lifestyle. Debbie here, and welcome back to part 2 of how to make these mittens. And this is the left hand, and now we're going to work on the right hand. So if you followed the first video, and if you haven't, you should go watch that before you watch this one, so you can create your left hand glove. And I'm going to show you, this is going to be a shorter video because I'm just going to show you how to start it and how to end it, which will be the same exact way we created this one. It's just that we're gonna do it backwards, so it can, so the cables can face on this side. So I'm just gonna show you how to create the right hand mitten. So to begin, we're gonna do the same exact thing we did, which will start with the part that goes on your wrist, and we're just gonna do the same exact thing we did for the left hand. So just complete that and meet me back when you have the first part of the glove. And like I said before, if you haven't seen the first video, you should go check that out first before you begin this video. Alright, so I made my 5 rows of single crochet, 4 rows of in the back loop only, and now I'm going to switch my hook and we're going to start the rest of the mitten by chaining up 2. So this is going to be row 6. We turn our work. We're going to half double crochet into that first space. We will always half double crochet in the first space from here on out, and then we're going to double crochet in the next 2 in both loops, of course. Second double crochet, and then I am going to half double crochet in the back loop of the next one, double crochet in the next 4, half double crochet in the next, in the back loop only, and double crochet the next 2, and then the rest we're going to half double crochet in the back loop only. So the next 13 we do that, and then in the last one we do both. So basically what we did the work that we did on the left hand mitten, we did it on the right hand mitten, but backwards. So instead of starting with the half double crochets, the 14 half double crochets, we started with the double crochets. So from now on forward, we're gonna follow the same pattern as the left hand glove, just backwards. It's basically the same thing, it's just that we're starting in the opposite way. So for the next 3 rows, I want to say, because this is row 6, for 7, 8, and 9, we're going to repeat the same thing, and that is to back post, front post, back post, and then the treble row. And it's all written in the pattern, so I advise you to go and look at the pattern and follow it for every row, and then just continue the repeat. So after that you will repeat the last 4 rows, and then after that you will repeat the last 4 rows. So you will have a total of 21 rows before we move on to the end of our glove. So I'll meet you back when I have 21 rows of my pattern repeat, and I'll tell you how to continue on. So I have completed 21 rows, and here's my last twist, which is what I just completed, which is row number 21. So now for row number 22, I'm just going to do another row of the back post double crochets, and then we're going to work on closing the glove up. So back post double crochet here, and in the next, then my half double crochet into this next one, and then back post double crochets into the twisted ones. So remember just to pull on your work to get through there, just like so. Oops. That's 3 and 4. Then half double crochet to this next one here, and then back post double crochet the next 2, and then we're going to do the half double crochets in the next 13 in the back loops only, and then 1 half double crochet to the last in both loops. Here's my last half double crochet. I'm going to go into both loops and end like that, and then we're going to switch over, oops, to the smaller hook, which is the eye hook. And now we're going to work on closing up the glove. We're going to chain up 1, turn our work, and now we're going to single crochet 2 together across, just like we did for the left mitten, the left hand mitten. We're going to do the same for the right, and then we'll single crochet into that last one that we have left, chain 1, and we will turn our work, and we will repeat the same thing, which is half double crochet 2 together across, just like so. And then single crochet into that last space. Alright, so there we are. It's closed up, as you can see, the top of it. And all we have to do now is sew the glove like we did with our left hand. I'm going to size it up. As you can see, my fingers are there where they're supposed to be. And then just follow along with the sewing part on the first video, and just sew from the top here all the way to where you want the thumb to go in. And I wrote down where I marked so I wouldn't forget, so it could be at the same place as the other side. So here I said that I was going to put it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to sew to this part right here, from here all the way here, and I'm going to put a stitch marker right on this part right here, so I know when to stop sewing, so I can have space for my thumb. And then on the 7th one, which will be right here, just make sure that they're even. Just take a stitch marker and I'm going to add it here. Excuse my dog. I think he's dreaming. He barks in his sleep sometimes. There we go. So right there, and then to check it, we could just put our hand in the mitten and see if that's good enough, and I think that is good enough, as you can see. So I'm going to sew from the top here all the way down to this part, and then from down here to this part, and I'll meet you back when I have that sewn in. Alright, so I sewed my glove up to the thumb area where we're gonna work up the thumb. And when we created the left hand side, we started in the front here with our thumb. So what we're gonna do is start in the back of this one, so it's slightly this way. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, we're gonna start in the back of it. I'm gonna take my work, I'm gonna insert my hook here in this space here, and remember we're gonna work up 12 half double crochet. So we're gonna do 6 on this side and 6 on the other side. So I'm gonna attach my work here, and remember we're gonna be using the K to work up our thumb. And then I'm gonna slip stitch right here, chain 1, and then I'm gonna go back right back inside that same space with my first half double crochet, just like so. Okay, I need to move you guys a little more up so you can see what I'm doing. So that's 1 half double crochet, and we're gonna do, whoops, forgot to yarn up my, and then we're gonna do a second half double crochet, number 3, four, four, 5, and the last one is going to be 6 right here on this side. And we're going to work around the other side, and we're going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then number 6 right there. And remember, we are not going to join after every round. We're just going to continuously go around. So now for row number 2 of the thumb, we're going to yarn over, and we're going to do half double crochet 2 together to this next one, these next 2 I should say. Yarn over, pull up 2, yarn over, go into the next space, yarn over, pull up 3, go to 2, and then 3. And then we're going to put our stitch marker there so we can remember what where our first stitch is. And then we're going to half double crochet around to the last 2, and we'll do another half double crochet 2 together. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we'll do 2 half double crochet together. So right here, and then for row 3, we're just gonna half double crochet around for 10 half double crochets. And let me just switch up my battery because it's dying. So we're gonna half double crochet around for 10 half double crochets. And that's 1. Then we put our stitch marker back in there. So we don't lose our spots. so, and then continue on with half double crochets. It could be a little awkward working on the thumb area because it's small, but we should be all right. More right here, and then in the next one we're gonna half double crochet 2 together for the first 2, so we go right in there, and then okay, and then we just half double crochet the rest. So we're going to do 8 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're going to do that a total of, we're going to half double crochet without any decreases for three rows. So you should have a total of 9 half double crochets around. So this will be my first one. And we do this for 3 rows. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so I'm going to do this 2 more times and I'll meet you when I have my completed 7 rows of the thumb. Alright, so I completed my thumb and now I'm going to try it on. Make sure that it fits okay. As you can see, it's perfect. So all we have to do now is close it up and sew in our ends and we're done. So here we are. Just gonna slip stitch into the next space so I can cast off here, leave a tail for sewing, go through, grab my needle, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing that I did with my left hand, and I'm just gonna close this up real quick. Alright, so all you want to do is go through the stitches like so. Go in and out of them like we did with the other glove, with the other mitten. And just keep doing that until it closes up. And then we'll sew, we'll hide our ends so the glove doesn't come apart, so that the mitten doesn't come apart. And there, it's closed up, as you can see. And now I'm just gonna put my needle in and out like so. You just make a knot here so it doesn't come apart. I'm gonna go through here, weave in, hiding my yarn, just like so. Okay, do it one more time, going the opposite way. Want to secure it so it doesn't come apart. And that should be good enough. Just like so. I'm gonna cut my yarn, and then I'm gonna weave in the rest. And if you see any little holes like that, you just weave through those holes and you can lock it in just by sewing it together. I'm just going to show you here. So I'm going to put my work like that, my needle through it, and go around it. And as you can see, it closed up that hole. Just going to go back the other way. Keep going through the mitten so it's securely closed up and no ends come apart. We don't want that to happen. That's good. I'm going to go the other way now. Like that. Cut it there. Turn it around. Do my other ends. Gonna check to see if I see any little holes that I should close up, like right here. I see a hole, so I'm gonna weave my ends to here. And do it again. It's just gonna close up like that. Just like that. And then hide the work, go through it, like so. I'm going to go the other way. Just like that. There we go. Cut this one off. And then I have one more and I'm done. There we go. Again, I'm going to check for little holes. And here I'm going to use my needle through there. Go the opposite way. Go through there. Go this way. And go up the glove. I mean the thumb. And that should be good enough. And then I'm going to cut a little bit of yarn and there I have two completed mittens. The color is so beautiful. They're very easy to work up. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on these really pretty mittens, and these are great stocking stuffers. You can gift to anyone in your family. Like I said, if you want to make them smaller, just do what I did here with these. So you can see, I just want to show you the difference in length of the mittens. And what I did was just made 3 of the cables. So I followed the pattern for just 3 of the cables and then substituted the rest. And I made it a little smaller, and I also used a smaller hook, which helped, and these fit my daughter perfectly, my 12-year-old daughter, as you can see there. And if you wanted to make them slightly bigger, just switch up the hook and use a bigger hook if you need to. Or you can even make them with bulky yarn, and just they're easy to work up and easy to figure out how to make smaller or bigger. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next video really soon. And I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of what I have in store. That's it. So I'm working on that pattern, and I will bring that to you in my next tutorial. So anyway guys, thank you so much for stopping by, for watching, for liking, for subscribing. And if you haven't done so, please do so you can be notified when I do upload again. And don't forget to share with your friends, and also don't forget to share with me if you work these up. I would love to see how they look. You can follow me on my Facebook page, on my Instagram, on my Snapchat. All the information will be down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Try to get a nice picture. looks crooked. I don't know. It's the camera or the